so.
Hopefully my Strava works today on the watch. It's just the Strava app. Actually,
Norma has a similar kind of problem with her Apple Watch. Sometimes it falls off the charger. She puts it on the magnetic charger, and she puts it down, and it slips off the points.
But this last time it didn't even record it. Remember? It did.
Yeah, no. Well, you always got my backup if you need it. But it's nice. It's nice to have your own records. That's for sure.
When I got home, I reset up the entire watch.
Yeah.
And that took like 3 hours. Like, because I downloaded the software. Like,
I sometimes have to do that. If something fails on me, I decide to reboot the whole thing.
Like, I just hope it doesn't happen in an actual event. Like,
no.
Auto pause.
Besides, that's the one time when you don't actually need to have a record because they're going to tell you.
Yeah, but I like it. I was actually maybe referring to like if you're doing a virtual 10K or 8K. Like. But anyway, you're right there.
Are you ready for
the run?
5 miles today?
Yeah, we can take it easy. It should be.
Yeah. Okay.
And now that run, you made that route before, did you?
We've done it before together, but this time I'm going to suggest we do it in the opposite direction.
Yeah, it looks good because when I read the name, I
Coastal.
thought it was somebody made up the event.
No.
Like for a group of people.
Well, actually, it was like that in a way because...
Yeah, because somebody commented it was good for kids or taking his kids on it or something.
Well, no, but the other thing is that there is one of those Strava groups that is run by a friend of mine, and his group was you had to predict how far you would run in an hour.
Oh, okay.
And I figured that we normally run pretty close to 5 miles an hour.
Right.
8 kilometers an hour. So I made a route that was about 5 miles long.
Yeah, that's right.
And sure enough, it took me about an hour and 5 minutes, I think.
But on the route that you did.
Yeah.
If you look closely on it, there's some Strava live segments that some people have created from other routes.
Yep. That's Derek's old house.
The big grey one, or?
Yeah, no, this one.
Distance 0.14 kilometers. Average heart rate 74. Workout average pace 7 minutes 11
You've
seconds
already
per
done a
kilometer.
warm-up, have you? Or?
Yep, I did half an hour on the bike.
Yeah. See, I was thinking in the future I could park by the school. Like not at the school, but on that gravel.
Yeah.
Then do a light run up to your place.
Yep.
Then I get a bit of a run. Warm up.
It's just to get the breathing going.
Yeah. That's why I was thinking it might be good to do that. It's very rare that you get out of a car and start running right away. Like.
Yeah.
So they're already 30% filled up for the half marathon.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah.
A lot of people are signing up for the 8.
Yeah, Sheena did that, yeah.
Jeff's doing the 8.
Yeah. Oh, Jeff.
Time 2 minutes.
Hunt.
Distance
That's right,
0.7 kilometers. Average heart rate 82. Workout average pace 7
And my
minutes
brother's
22
coming
seconds
down,
per
you probably
kilometer.
saw that. He's coming down from Grand Forks.
Is he going to run the half?
Just going to do the 8 this year. A few years ago, he did the half, right? And we agreed that we would run it together. But he ended up doing a lot more walking than we thought we would.
Yeah.
So we were 2:45.
I think 2:30 would be like a plan A.
Yeah.
And if it was really good, 2:20.
Yeah.
Depending how you feel on the day.
Yeah. And running with a whole bunch of people too.
Yeah.
Is good.
So if I hear zone 4, I'm going to walk.
Workout average pace 7 minutes 12 seconds per kilometer.
7 minutes 12. That's pretty fast. We normally end up around 8 minutes.
Yeah.
This is a weird old house.
Yeah, oh wow, yeah, I keep forgetting about that one. Yeah.
Apparently Norma was collecting...
Yeah, we just park over here if I ever...
Yep.
Norma was collecting
for the Kidney Foundation. And she knocked on his door.
Yeah.
And he was quite rude to her.
Oh, wow.
He said, "Go away, this was private."
Yeah.
He's some grumpy old man.
Was that recently, like? Or?
Maybe 4 years ago.
Okay. Yeah.
I bumped into Al Nissen.
Oh, yeah. How's he doing?
He's fine.
And that was his son.
He lives in Vancouver.
Time 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Distance 0.56
He's one of the top
kilometers.
guys.
Average heart rate 83. Workout average pace 7 minutes 3
That's
seconds
good,
per
actually.
kilometer.
Okay.
Well, he's not running,
Oh, no.
but he did say, hang on, he did say that if ever we wanted to run with him,
Yeah.
or if ever we wanted to hike with him,
Does he bike at all?
yep,
That would be a good bike guy.
he is a good bike rider.
He's pretty fast on the running, though, isn't he?
He used to be, yeah.
Well, yeah, he's one of the top guys.
I don't think he runs at all now.
Oh,
He's one of these guys that decide, you know, running's not good for me anymore.
right.
Some people do that when they start seeing their times dropping off.
Yeah. Especially when he was the elite of the elite, like.
A bit like Chris Scarrett Petts. He
Yeah, he was one of the
used
top
to be
guys.
really good,
And,
and
the,
he barely runs now.
Time
and
5
the man that coached
Distance
O'Brien for many years,
0.67
Keith
kilometers.
Butler.
Average
Yep.
heart rate
He won the
91.
eight race
Workout
several
average
years
pace 7
ago.
minutes 28
Yep.
seconds per
You don't
kilometer.
see him in races very often anymore.
No. Well, I think a lot of them, they overdid it when they were younger,
Yeah,
and they, you know, either they messed up their hips or...
yeah.
Hello.
Kilo salt.
Hello. Oh my God.
That dog came out of the bushes there.
Yeah, it was around the mid-80s. Butler won the 8K. 86, 87 in that era.
Well, Jeff might be in his age group. He might be a winner.
Yeah.
He's in his 50s now, I think.
Is he that old or?
But maybe not quite. Maybe he's like 48.
Zone 2.
Because Tegan will graduate this year.
Yep.
In zone.
I think she's a
Time
valedictorian.
6 minutes. Distance 0.82 kilometers. Average heart rate 105. Workout average pace 7 minutes 16 seconds per kilometer. Zone 3.
Zone 3. With any luck, we'll get the light. Somebody else is coming out to push the button. Nope.
Above zone.
Up.
Zone 4.
See what happens on the watch. It records in the watch.
Yeah.
In
So
zone.
when you push sync to Strava,
Yeah.
nothing happens. So you can try turning the watch off and on. And sometimes it will work. The last time, no.
Reboot the watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that one bike ride I did, the last one,
That one failed on you as well.
you
Oh,
all
one
the-
of those
you got
records.
all the distance and all
Time
that.
7 minutes. Distance
But it only showed the
0.95
map the
kilometers.
last little
Average
bit.
heart
It
rate
didn't show any of the
103.
GPS.
Workout average pace 7 minutes 21
Now I can
seconds
just
per
record
kilometer.
everything on the phone
Yeah.
and do it that way.
Yeah, you could use the app on your phone.
But I wouldn't have any
You wouldn't have the
data
heart
on
rate
the
data.
watch. And it doesn't do the heart.
I'm going to press the button.
Zone 1.
No need.
So we can feel if he's here.
Steal the base.
There's nobody coming.
Yeah.
Nobody got people coming. Nobody.
Zone 0.
Hello. We did this part last week, remember?
Yeah,
But then we went through that laneway. Today we're not going to go through the laneway.
right.
We're going to carry on what's it called? Larchwood
Yeah.
until we get to Blair.
Blair.
Hi.
Blair.
Time 8 minutes. Distance
That's the way the
1.08
bus
kilometers.
goes.
Average heart rate 115.
The 27.
Workout average pace 7 minutes 25 seconds per kilometer. In zone. Zone 3.
Just really went to bed around 11:30 last night,
Yeah.
and I woke up about
Is that late for you?
7:45.
Hello.
No, not really, no.
I normally get to bed around 9.
Yeah. You fall asleep right away though?
No.
Yeah, it takes a long time.
I might listen to a podcast or two,
Yeah.
or maybe what I like listening to is radio drama.
Oh,
They have like these 1.5 hour episodes
oh.
where they go through a whole, like a play, with
Okay.
4 or 5 characters.
Yeah.
Quite easy to follow who's who.
Time 9 minutes.
Like the
Distance
old radio
1.21
plays,
kilometers.
Yes.
Average heart rate
But they're more
131.
modern,
Workout
are they,
average pace 7 minutes,
No,
23
some of them are
seconds per
from
kilometer.
the 60s and
Oh, that'd be
70s.
fun, yeah.
Below zone.
Yeah,
Zone 2.
looks like somebody hit here.
Yeah.
You see that?
Yeah.
They must have forgotten that there's a corner, because you can see skid marks coming straight.
Has this sidewalk been here forever though, or?
Well, it's been here as well, look.
Yeah.
Both wheels came up,
Oh wow.
but I don't think he hit the fence.
No.
He must have just stopped short of the tree.
Yeah, but they drive too fast, certainly.
Yeah. Could have been a crazy kid.
Yeah.
I have my camera with me today,
Yeah.
but the next time we stop,
Yeah.
I might take a photograph. Well, not that we stop, but if I take a walk break,
Yeah.
take a photograph too. So we'll have a record.
Right.
Zone 2.
That's it. You kick the pine cones.
Actually, yeah.
Time 10
Oh,
minutes.
okay,
Distance
good.
1.34 kilometers. Average heart rate 117. Workout average pace 7 minutes 28 seconds per kilometer.
I've been coming this way a lot this week. One day I went up Mount Tolney.
Oh, wow.
Yep. Here we go. Laval. This is where we turn.
Zone 3.
That's Blair over there.
There.
Hi.
Remember the blood rip contact?
Yep.
And there was also a character named Blair on the Facts of Life too.
Was it?
Remember that?
I didn't watch that show.
Okay, you might have seen it once or twice. There's about 4 college girls that were living in the dorm, and they had like a lady who was seeing it all and went through their trials and stuff.
Yeah. A bit like Three's Company.
Time 11 minutes. Distance 1.49 kilometers. Average heart rate 129. Workout average pace 7 minutes 21 seconds per kilometer.
Who was the guy in... who?
The guy in Three's Company,
Yeah,
the main guy was John Ritter.
Ritter. That's right.
Apparently he passed away several years ago.
Yeah. About the same time as John Denver.
Yeah,
He passed away in a light aircraft.
right. And even longer ago we lost John Candy
Yeah.
in the 90s.
I liked him in Uncle Buck.
Yeah, he was good there.
It was a good movie, that one.
And Cool Runnings too.
Yeah. I remember seeing Uncle Buck with my kids
Right, yeah.
when they were little. And they thought it was hilarious
Time
that
12 minutes. Distance
he was trying to dry his
1.61
clothes in the
kilometers. Average
microwave.
heart rate
Right,
136.
yeah.
Workout
And he
average
had
pace
all
7
his
minutes 26 seconds per
coat
kilometer.
hangers hanging from the fan.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
When we went to see the principal because the boy got in trouble.
Yeah. And
Big man.
she had a big sort of, like a mole on her face.
A quarter or something.
Well, he said he called her Miss Melanoma or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Because her name was something with an M, I think. Anyway, this way, even though we still have to climb the same hill,
Yeah.
Zone 1.
it's more gradual. And I figured if we did the slow climb when we were less tired,
Yeah.
we might get a little bit further.
Zone 2.
This is almost perfect running conditions now.
Time
Yeah.
13 minutes. Distance 1.72 kilometers. Average heart rate 122. Workout average pace 7 minutes 32 seconds per kilometer.
Main marathons like this.
Zone
Yeah.
3.
This would be perfect marathon weather
Yeah.
because it's overcast.
Right.
So nobody's going to get heat stroke.
No.
I remember Keegan once was here. Is it Tegan or Keegan? Tegan.
If you're talking about Mr. R.
Mr. Hunt.
Mr. Hunt's daughter.
Yeah.
It's Jeff Hunt. It's Tegan with a T.
Tegan with a T.
Here's just Tegan.
I saw her. Hi.
Hello.
I saw her running this way one time. I did this loop in this direction, and she must have recognized me because she waved to me, and I thought, who the hell's that? This young girl.
There's the other hammer cage in the area. That's what they used for the Chinese 14.
What?
The other hammer cage.
Is that what they used in the games?
Average heart rate
1994
126.
combo
Workout
games.
average pace 7 minutes 34
And there's
seconds
the
per
shot put
kilometer.
thing over here too. What
Yeah.
they used.
And the hammer, the heavy throwers.
That's what I did, the hammer cage. Yeah.
Yeah. But you know Lansdowne School?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
That used to be the airport for Victoria.
Oh, really?
Yep. Back in the time of Charles Lindbergh.
Oh, wow.
Yep. They landed when Charles Lindbergh got married.
Yeah.
They flew to Victoria, landed at Lansdowne Airport, and you know the gymnasium
Yeah.
is like that building there, like a big hangar.
Yeah.
And that's where they used to stow the planes.
Oh, wow.
I'm not sure if this place was a airport as well, but I definitely know that Lansdowne was.
Yeah. Now it's weird what people recognize you that you don't think would.
Yeah.
When we went to the Harbour
Distance
Cast,
1.94
in the event
kilometers.
for the
Average
base
heart rate
running,
120.
Yeah.
the main
Workout
guy that
average
was
pace
running the
7
whole
minutes
thing,
45 seconds
Yeah.
per
he
kilometer.
recognized me right away.
That's
Hey,
good.
Ralph, how you doing? I said, yeah. If you know me, he said, yeah. I feel like it's a lot of people know me.
Yeah, I think so. You've got quite a big presence on the internet.
And
What-
the thing is with the Harbour Cast, it's not like the Royals. We don't go to that many games.
Yeah.
Like maybe 2 or 3 a year.
Well, that's right, because they're another baseball franchise, aren't they?
Yeah, the Royals is the hockey team.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
This is the summer baseball.
In zone.
And that team was
Zone
made
3.
up of mainly boys that play in the U.S. College League, like university players. Because since their season is not on, there's no school in the summer. It's extra game.
Yeah. Well, Lambrick Park is one of the most famous
16 minutes.
baseball schools in Canada.
Average heart rate 123. Workout average pace 7 minutes.
There's quite a few ex-alumni
Yeah.
that are in the major leagues.
Like if you talk to Vitaly, like,
We're going this way.
that way,
Yeah.
you can get, he said several kids get full scholarships.
Well,
And
that's
he said
it.
a lot of them even get like a partial scholarship
And
or
they go
somewhere
to some American school.
if they work hard. So, you know, some of them may not be that much. Might be $1,000 bursary,
Yeah.
but it's better than nothing.
It means that they can do their education and continue with their sport. Oh, look at this. This is where I get my camera out. There's a young male and an older male.
Now, one of the guys I follow on the internet for the hockey, Clay,
Yeah.
his son was just offered an $80,000 scholarship to bowl in the States,
Auto pause.
Yeah.
to go bowling.
Bowling?
Yeah, but the catch was they'd have to pay the other $80,000 for the other half.
So he was only getting half a scholarship.
Right, so they just figured out how it's nuts for him and all that. So we decided to stay here in Abbotsford. And it's going to go to like Simon Fraser, get his degree in broadcasting there.
Distance
Really?
16
So-
kilometers. Average heart rate 125. Workout average pace 7 minutes.
We're up
50
to
seconds per
20
kilometer.
minutes on the voice recorder
Yeah.
now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause it until we get back to a quieter area. So at 20 minutes I pause. Oh yeah, it's very well organized.
Mass lineups or anything like that.
That's what I was worried about, that there'd be like crowds of people milling around the door.
Trying to get one like that.
But no, they organize it really well. These things,
Considering we've never done anything like this before.
these things are called red hot pokers.
3.68 kilometers. Average heart rate 98. Workout average pace 7 minutes 53 seconds per kilometer.
7 minutes 53. So if it could hold this pace,
Yeah.
which we should be able to. We've got one more big hill to do, and then after that it's pretty much flat. There goes the bus.
Zone 2.
Hello. Runners coming by. Thank you.
Still
Like
a
the
zone.
bus is not like the Falcon Street or anything like that.
No. And even less at the weekend.
Yeah. And this has been, well, this is parkland, is it?
Yep. James Houlihan Park.
Yeah.
In zone.
When in 20 years to
Time
drive
30
by here,
minutes.
there'll be...
Distance 3.79
Yeah,
kilometers.
that's
Average heart
okay.
rate
Probably
113.
not.
Workout average
Well,
pace 7 minutes 53
It
seconds.
belongs
per
to
kilometer.
Saanich.
Zone 3.
It belongs to Saanich.
Oh,
So I don't think they'll put houses there.
Still a
it is probably something like this forever. They never put a playground
zone.
anywhere.
Well, what I was thinking, it would be really good for model aircraft.
Yeah,
You could have like a little mini aerodrome, like the one on Lockside,
yeah,
because you could launch them from here.
yeah.
And as long as you were guided with radio control, they wouldn't all end up in the trees.
Yeah.
We have to cross here.
Zone 1.
Evergreen Place, this way.
That's where the Simpsons live, isn't it?
Evergreen Terrace.
Yeah, the Simpsons.
Yep. In Springfield.
Yeah.
Zone 2. Time 31 minutes. Distance 3.89 kilometers.
But you know, like in almost every single city in the US, there is a Washington Park.
Oh, what's there?
Zone 1.
Yeah. And I thought, why? And of course, because of George Washington.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was the first president, I think. George Washington.
Zone 2.
Well, the most confusing for me is there's, of course, we have our province of Ontario,
Yeah.
but isn't there a little town called Ontario, California?
Yeah. And there's also a Vancouver, Washington.
Halfway to your goal.
I suddenly got a whiff of fish there. A whiff of dead fish. Somebody maybe has a fishing boat and they haven't cleaned their nets. But this is where you said that there was that fire on shoreline or something. Yep, you sent me a message from... I think it was from that...
Barbecue fire, that fire.
No, it was more to do with a structural fire.
Oh,
I think they were doing a building or something. We might see it.
well, maybe I'll see something else for that one. I know there's somewhere in the city that people were barbecuing and something happened.
No, this was definitely building related. Property damage, it said. I read the link that you sent me. But it might have come from Victoria Bus. Oh, here, look.
Yeah.
Yep. That could have been fire damage.
Wow.
Zone 1.
It's hard to say. It looks like that might be fire damage. They were building the putting up the new roof. All right, downhill.
Time 33 minutes. Distance 4.13 kilometers. Average
Years
heart rate
ago,
113.
like
Workout average pace 7
maybe
minutes
10K
58
at
seconds per
this time
kilometer.
out. There was a top runner, Rod Dixon.
Yeah.
He needed a speed faster. And he always said when you run down a hill,
Yeah.
try to stay in control.
Yeah.
Don't go too out of control like we're doing pretty good now. Like,
Yeah, but if it's a paved surface like now,
yeah.
you don't have to worry too much about tripping. But if you get it downhill on a trail race,
Oh, yeah.
you have to be pretty careful because you could end up coming down quite hard.
Yeah. Especially if you're not familiar with it.
Yeah. But what tends to happen is your feet get heavy
Yeah.
and you start tripping because you're not lifting your toe up enough.
Yeah.
You're catching a root or a rock with the tip of your toe.
Time 34 minutes. Distance 4.29 kilometers. Average heart rate 115. Workout average pace 7 minutes 54 seconds per kilometer.
Yeah, we're still holding our pace. Still sub 8, so we should be able to finish in just around the hour. Hello.
There could be a lot of spectators come to get back to Torpedo. Slow us down that day.
Yeah, the crowd.
Have you ever seen the scooters dance tonight?
Yeah. They crowd the course.
Yeah.
Some of them, it's surprising they don't get hit.
Yeah. Well, some cases have gone.
Yeah. Well, at least with a bicycle, I mean, I know they're going pretty fast, but at least with a bike, you stand a chance of survival if you get hit by a bike. But the people who do the same with rally cars, they crowd on the corners at the rally. I mean, if the rally car spins out of control and hits you, you're toast. This is going to be one heck of a beautiful house.
Yeah.
Right there.
Wow.
It's huge. And they're going to have that view all the way out into the bay. I'm going to take a photograph from the top of the stairs here. This is a beautiful little cove.
I'm going to get one of this here before they finish it, like.
Yep, of the house, because eventually it's going to look pretty swift, pretty swish. This is, I think this is the actual Glencoe Cove. And we've managed to scare a family of geese. Well, no, we didn't scare them.
4.50 kilometers. Average heart rate 112. Workout average pace 7 minutes 57 seconds per kilometer. Auto pause.
And there's a neat totem pole over there as well. Yeah, it's a sea eagle. We follow the gravel round. This is going to be a good spot for blackberries.
Zone 1.
Morning. There's going to be such a sense of optimism when this COVID thing is behind us.
Yeah.
It's going to be like Christmas in July.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to feel so free and happy.
Yeah.
It's good. We've been under the thumb of the rules for too long.
It will be.
It'll
Like,
be
I wonder when we want to worry about masks so we can go back to
the usual activities.
games and stuff. And,
Yeah, well, that's what everybody's hoping for.
yeah.
That we can go on our summer vacation to Europe and
Yeah.
go and watch the World Cup or
Like
whatever.
the States, they've already got full capacity in the
Time 37
Las
minutes.
Vegas
Distance
night game.
4.62 kilometers.
Yeah.
Average heart rate 111.
Yeah, so they're
Workout
playing
average pace 8
Montreal.
minutes per kilometer.
in the playoffs now. They'll play 2 games in Las Vegas. Then when they go back to Montreal, there won't be any fans in the stand.
Well, that's going to be disappointing for the home crowd. I thought they were allowing something like 1,200
Yeah, they are right.
fully vaccinated
1,200. But when
spectators.
you compare that to 20,000, that's a big difference, right?
And that would be the Forum, right? In
Well,
Montreal?
they call it the Bell Center now.
Oh.
It's a new one. It's not that new. They built it in '96.
Yeah, well, I remember the old Forum.
Yeah, it's a shopping center now.
Yep. All right, so now we start climbing again.
Zone 1.
Oh dear.
This is the... and there's that... you see the totem pole?
Yeah.
The eagle?
Yeah.
I'll take one good photograph of the eagle. I always try and take a good photograph.
1988.
At one time I thought that his head moved, but it's not. It was an illusion. Well, they could use it for scaring away the seagulls.
Auto pause.
If they see that honking grey eagle there, they're not going to land. But there used to be a sign on that sign over there. It was a handwritten sign that said, "Dog owners, beware of eagles." Because some of the smaller dogs were getting picked up
Zone 1.
by eagles and taken away.
8 minutes. Distance 4.71 kilometers. Average heart rate 107. Workout average pace 8 minutes 3 seconds per kilometer. zone. Zone 2.
These houses have got great views.
Yeah.
Zone 3.
These are well over $1 million here.
Oh, for sure. I mean, look at the size of this house. And that would be a single family dwelling.
Yeah.
And on Lamson Street, you'd probably get 2 families living in one.
Time
Well, they
39
drank all the
minutes.
sweet
Distance
stuff here.
4.84
Yeah.
kilometers.
They could,
Average
yeah.
heart rate 124. Workout average pace 8 minutes 2 seconds per kilometer.
8 minutes 2, so we slipped a little bit under the pace here.
But see, even if I could live here,
Below zone.
it's kind of
Zone 2.
like you have to have a high-paying job for one,
Yep.
and where you can park at your work, and so I got nowhere to park at my work.
Yeah, well, you live close enough to your work.
I can walk. Yeah, I wouldn't want to change that. Because you know, down on Tyndall where that church is,
Yes.
Zone 1.
they're building townhomes in there.
It's going to increase the traffic on in my neighborhood, for
Yeah.
sure. People are going to be driving on Kenmore
Yeah.
a lot more.
Geez, my sister asked me how much do they start at. I said they're in the 600,000s. But I said I wouldn't want to move from where I am
Yeah.
to there because it doesn't benefit me at all.
Well, she probably has a much lower rent to pay or less mortgage to pay, and it's got much bigger property.
Average heart rate 121.
Yeah, but her
Workout
house is
average
about
pace 8 minutes 7 seconds per
$700,000
kilometer.
now
Oh, yeah.
over there.
Time for hydration.
And is that Grand Forks?
No, that's Chilliwack.
Hi.
Grand Forks, you can get a nice house for about $200,000 for
Yeah.
the full basement suite.
So where does your sister live?
Chilliwack,
Chilliwack.
on
Oh.
the Sardis side.
And that's where your dad was, wasn't it?
When he passed away, but he lived most of his life in Victoria.
But was he living with your sister?
No, he was in a care home there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Now, when all this originally happened, I could have gone to Grand Forks and got a nice house with a basement suite for like what I paid for the condo, like $225.
Yep.
I said to my brother, well, I'll just rent the basement suite out for $1,500 to get a part-time job at the supermarket.
Yeah.
So you would never get $1,500. I said, well, why not? That's what it would be in Victoria.
Time 41 minutes.
I said, be lucky to
Distance
get
5
400 or
kilometers.
500 up
Average
here.
heart rate 113.
Or like
Workout
the
average
basement
pace 8 minutes 12 seconds
That's
per
crazy.
kilometer.
Hi.
Hello.
All right, time for some more running.
That was Keegan right there, wasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah.
You see, I wouldn't have recognized her, but she smiled at me.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty
Some
sure.
runners will smile at anyone or say hi. Like you got a running shirt on too,
Yeah.
right?
Yep. She might have recognized the logo.
Yeah.
Zone 2.
See, that's the police guy. He's marching the course to make sure.
She's running a solo half marathon. We turned down this laneway near the super mailboxes.
Yeah, do you like those? I don't know.
I don't like them.
No.
Zone 3.
They were thinking of putting them in our street,
Yeah.
and they were going to put it right on the little roundabout.
Yeah.
Time 42 minutes. Distance 5.11 kilometers. Average heart rate 116. Workout average pace 8 minutes 13 seconds per kilometer.
All right, 8 minutes 13 to improve on. We should be able to get it down to 8 minutes,
Below zone.
and then we'll have that big hill to climb.
In zone. Zone
Okay, so we're back on my street now, running the last little bit of our 8K. We're going to carry on until we hear workout finished. Almost there.
Above zone. Zone 4.
Any second now.
Time 1 hour 8 minutes. Distance 8 kilometers. Average heart rate 135. Workout average pace 8 minutes 30 seconds per kilometer. Workout finished.
Huh? I make it 8K now. Yeah. All right, so this is Rob and Carlos. Say, you're not quite at 8K? Okay. He's not quite at 8K yet. Mine said 8K already. I started it from inside the house, basically. We'll see what the corrected distance is. Hello. All right. You must be at 8 by now.
Yeah.
Exactly 8?
8.05.
Oh, that's close enough. All right.
Time 1 hour 9 minutes. Distance 8.10 kilometers. Average heart rate 136. Workout average pace 8 minutes 30 seconds per kilometer.
Bye-bye.